What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Data Analyst with Leicester on FM22. Today we have Southampton in the Premier League. They're 17th, we're 3rd, but things have started to go awry. We're not playing well. We're actually playing like absolute garbage. So that's not ideal. I don't know if tactical familiarity is catching up with us or what it is, but we're just not playing well. Played 3 games since I last saw you for the Burnley match. A 1-1 draw with West Ham, a 3-1 loss to Norwich in a game we were the much better team, and a 0-0 draw with Monaco. Three games, 2, 4, 7 points dropped? Only 2 in the Premier League, but not great. Really not great. And that's after drawing with Cluj not very long ago, losing to Man City, which, that's not too bad. But against West Ham, we played a 4-4-2 2DM, which I think is what we're going to play again today. They played a 4-2-3-1. We were the better team. I've said we've been garbage. We've been the better team every single match. They had a lot, 10 shots, 4 on target. We had 20 shots, 9 on target. Jamie Vardy, he had a goal this game. No, he didn't have a goal this game. I don't know how he got a 7.2. He's been bad. Iheanacho's been even worse. Strikers have been awful. And 3-1 loss to Norwich, which we were the better team. 22 shots. They had a lot. 17 shots. Their XG is pretty much propped up because of a penalty. So we had better XG if you take away that penalty. We had more shots on target, and we lost 3-1. Vardy, again, awful. Iheanacho, again, awful. Madison had 15 key passes that game. Then Monaco, 0-0 draw. We were the better team. 10 shots, 4 on target. They had 8 and 5. They destroyed us for possession, though. That was not ideal. But Jamie Vardy, again, playing like garbage. Albrighton, 6.3. Evans, okay. This doesn't make any sense. Literally, when I subbed him out, he was on a 6.1. How does he go up a rating while being on the bench? He was on a 6.1. I know for sure he was on a 6.1. Which is just god-awful. How does he go up on the bench? I don't understand that. But now I've had Southampton. If we look at what they're going to do, they're playing a 4-2-3-1. They've got an inside forward. They've got an advanced forward, attacking midfielder, as an attacking midfielder. They're playmakers on the wing, so that'll be something we have to kind of deal with. Such a midfielder and balling midfielder in the midfield. A complete wing back on the left. Just a wing back on the right. Bednarik is the ball player. So I think I'm going to go with the same, because this is similar, except for the playmaker. This is similar to what West Ham run, and we were the much better team in that game, even though we didn't win. So we're going to go with this 4-4-2 2DM. Which side is the inside forward on? He's on the left-hand side. So this will be the guy covering the inside forward. So I'm going to play him as an anchor man. And that'll be Ndidi. Actually, no, Ndidi's suspended. So that'll be Mendy, I guess. On this other side, I'm going to make him Scooter Volante, I believe, on support. And that's going to be Sumare, because Tielemans is injured. We have a lot of injuries right now, so that's unfortunate. In terms of the wingers, I think I'm going to play a defensive winger on the side of the advanced playmaker. I think I'm going to play a defensive winger. So that's on the right-hand side, so our left side should be a defensive winger. It'd be better if it was on the right-hand side, because then I could play, what's his name? I played him so little. Mark Albrighton there, because he's pretty good defensively, but I don't know who we're going to play defensive winger on this side. Maybe Luke Thomas. Maybe probably one of the fullbacks. Looks like Luke Thomas is the only one that can play there. We'll play him there as a defensive winger. Might actually make this not Ricardo Pereira, Timothy Castagne or James Justin. Because I want someone that's a little bit more attacking, I feel like. Because I'm going to play a fullback on attack on this side. Since we have a defensive winger, I want somebody that can get a little bit further forward. And Ryan Bertrand, he's okay going forward, 13-13. He's just as good as Castagne, so there's no reason to use him, but he's actually better than James. Okay, I'll play Ryan Bertrand. And this other side, I'm guessing I'm going to play an inside forward or inverted winger. That's going to be Marcus. I don't know. Marcus Edwards hasn't been very good, but it's going to be Marcus Edwards. He's going to go on attack. And in terms of strikers, what are their center backs looking like? Bednarik and Salisu, I believe they're both tall. 6'2", 14 jumping reach. He's a very balanced defender again, Bednarik. Salisu, I believe, is really fast. 14-14. pretty good in the air too, though. So there's no obvious thing to exploit in their defense. So I'm gonna go with, I guess, just the only two I can go with: Jamie Vardy and Patson Daka. Perez is injured. Nacho's injured. In terms of defense, let's look what they got. They're going with Che Adams up top, who's, I believe, just like pretty fast, not good in the air. Yeah. So I don't need height. I just need defensive ability. So that's going to be, I think we're going to go with Marty and Fofana. Right back will be Ricardo Pereira. Sweeper keeper will be Schmeichel. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I might put this Volante on attack even. I think I'm going to. I'm going to put him on attack. Smart can play Volante attack. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And in terms of instructions, I'm definitely going to tell my defensive winger to man mark Armstrong. Probably going to try to close down Bednarik because he looks to be their playmaker from the defense. Let's go analyst report real quick, even though they say the exact same thing every single time. But I can almost guarantee they don't defend. They tackle down the left. Yes. They defend poorly down the left. Yes. And this one doesn't have anything about not doing well through the middle, but those two are guaranteed on every single analyst report. Every single one. Those two are always there. That has to be broken. Not every team plays the exact same way. Let's go next opposition report. Let's look at the pass map. So there we go. They passed a lot between their defense. So we definitely want to play a high line and a high line of engagement. I mean, probably do a high line as well, but we definitely want to do a high line of engagement. Don't give them much space to pass into. Really close them down a lot. Let's look at, what am I worried about? Passing. Fewer passes in action. So they're more of a long ball kind of attack. So I probably want to play a little bit lower line actually. In terms of dribbles, they don't dribble much and they're poor in possession. So definitely want to get stuck in. Definitely want to high press. Crossing, not very good at it. So like I said, I don't need tall players because I don't think we need to worry about that. In terms of tackling, they have a lot of tackles, but they're pretty poor at them. So I definitely still want to run a defense. One of the worst in terms of tackling efficiency. So yeah, I think aerially we know they're not very good. Very poor heading. So, okay, I think in terms of these, what do I want to go in terms of directness and tempo? Low crosses, I think, is what I want. Work ball into the box, play out of defense, run a defense, yes. I might try for possession this match. What? I wish I could see. What's their average possession? Go to competitions, Premier League, team detailed, find possession, pass completion, possession loss. Where's possession? Is it up here? Average possession. Oh, I'm on the page. Okay. They are towards the bottom, 15th. West Ham were actually bottom, and we didn't do a great job of possession against them. Man United are really far down there. I mean, we're not much better at it, so let's go with what we've been doing all season. Standard directness, extremely high tempo. Might go a little bit wider for this game. Distribute to fullbacks is fine. Counter press. I might drop our line back a touch. Just because they're doing so many long balls. I want to have a little bit of a gap between our defense and our goalkeeper. Or not as much of a gap, I guess, between our defense and our goalkeeper. Definitely going to trigger press much more. Definitely going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Because their strikers are short. Our center backs are relatively tall. And so we should be able to win those long balls. Definitely going to get stuck in. Do I force them outside or inside? I mean, they want to go inside. So I'm going to force them outside. All right. I think that's everything for the match. Match is in 3 days, so I'll see you on game day. we are back on game day, and I had to make a few changes to the lineup just because of tired players. Pereira wasn't fully fit, so Castagna comes in. Silencio actually is fully fit now, so he's going to come in for Marty, go right into the left center back. Chowdhury's going to come in for Sumari, who's not fully fit. Minnie's going to move over to the Scuna Volante. That's about it. Jamie Vardy's also tired, but I don't have another striker that's not injured, so he's going to have to play. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's make changes to our lineup, or to our instructions. So we want to play... Did we change anything here? I don't think so. Maybe I could even go be more expressive. I was going to play a little bit wider. Let's try that. And we wanted to go drop deeper for the defensive line. Everything else is the way it should be. All right, let's get in the match. I mean, hopefully this is going to be better than what we've recently seen. It kind of worked against West Ham. I mean, we were the better team away from home against West Ham, who aren't very good to be fair, but we need a win today. We really need a win. I think we need to show everyone that the recent praise is justified. Put on a real show out there. I don't know why they're praising us because we're currently in a terrible run, but I have faith. We need our strikers to do something. That's been the problem. Our strikers have been not scoring goals. We're not getting our goals from our strikers recently, so we need them back to scoring goals. What's the secret behind a good home record? You got to work for your rewards. Thoughts of facing newly appointed manager Frank Lampard is the manager of Southampton. I've admired him for a while. Recent fixture list has been particularly challenging. If we can fare well during runs like this, I know we're in a good place as a team. All right, they are in 15th place. So we better freaking win this match. James Ward-Prowse is the danger man. He's got ridiculous set pieces. Actually, knowing that, I'm not going to get stuck in. I know it makes sense based on how bad they are in terms of losing possession, but I think I'll just trigger the press more often. I'm not going to get stuck in. I don't want to give away cheap fouls. Give them so many set piece situations that they can end up getting a goal from it. All right, we'll make that change. I didn't do man marking. Let me do... I'm going to man mark. I'm going to make sure they're doing the same thing they were going to play. Okay, they are. Armstrong. Redmond's playing attacking midfielder. Gineppo's on this side. Other than that, it's everything they expected. So, you are going to man mark the attacking midfielder right. All right. Our recent run has not been good because Manchester United are not losing. They're never losing. They have 39 points. They have won almost every single game in their recent run of form. And we're just falling farther and farther behind them. Our whole goal is to win the Premier League with analytics. It's looking like Manchester United are going to win the Premier League because they're overpowered in Football Manager. I don't understand why Manchester United are so good in almost every single FM, even though, at least for the past 5 years, they've been at the best average for the team they should be. Yet they're like the best team in the world in Football Manager. I feel like there's a little bit of bias in there or something, because that's just not right. We get a goal, by the way. Soyuncu with the header from the corner. Marcus Edwards gets the assist. We didn't want them to have set pieces. Looks like we should have some set pieces of our own, because we're pretty good at them. Got Soyuncu and Fofana, who are pretty decent in the air, so we are decent for set pieces. We've been the better team so far. They have all the possession, though, so I don't know why we're so bad in terms of possession. But I don't really care that much, because they're not really doing anything with it. I think they're having a lot of possession in their own half, which is fine by me. At this point, we've had little possession. Things have to improve. Keep going, Soyuncu. You played well. Again, our strikers not doing anything. They're not on a bad rating, at least, so that's a little bit of solace in that fact. They're actually on bad ratings. Kurzawa's on a 5.9. And Castagna is injured. I'm going to actually bring in Justin. James Justin can come on. I want to give him some more game time anyways, so get him more match sharp. He played a little bit of center back for us. He can play center back, wide center back. He's really good wide center back. Play right back and play left back. He's a super versatile piece. They have a deep free kick now. Ward-Prowse goes to Adams on the edge, who goes for goal. He puts it just wide. I mean, that wasn't too far off, maybe a couple of yards. But we go third place with this win. if we get this win. I feel like we've done a pretty good job against their advanced playmaker on the wings. Luke Thomas has done pretty well. I think that was the right call to bring in a defender to be able to man mark their playmaker. What has he been on? He's been on a 6.7, so he's not having the worst game, but he's not, winning the game for him. So that's kind of important. We've been much better in the second half too. We've had 5 shots to their 2. Much better XG. I think we should bring on Harvey Barnes up top. Can Harvey Barnes play striker? He kind of can. I'm actually going to do it. Jamie Vardy's been just as bad as usual. He's not been awful, but he's not been good. So Harvey Barnes is coming in at striker. And other than that, I don't think I'm going to make any other changes. I'm just going to make that one change for now. We got 1 sub left. I'm going to hold on to it. We need another goal, though. I don't feel comfortable with only a 1-goal lead, especially if they get a set piece. James Ward-Prowse is almost more likely to score it than not. So we need to get another goal. We're trying not to allow set pieces, but oh my gosh, that's a penalty. A freaking course. The ball was nowhere near the dude. I don't know why he had to trip him. Literally, the ball was in the air over here. It was going out of play, probably. And he decides to trip the dude for no reason. I don't even know who that was, but good Lord, we love to beat ourselves in this recent run. Like, the teams we're playing have not been good. We've just given them goals. Like, some of our defending has just been diabolical. We've given away 2 penalties in the last 3 matches. As soon as I can, I'm going attacking. It's not going to let me change it right now, but skip that. Let me go attacking. Let me berate the team. Go extremely wide. Push the line up again. Higher, just higher for now. Might as well get stuck in. Last sub. Thomas is tired. Hasn't played especially well. Do they still have... Armstrong is still in there, though. I might change it up and go with an inverted winger. Bring in James Madison. He's one of our best players. I'm not going to play him as a defensive winger, though. I'm going to play him as an inverted winger on attack. Put both fullbacks on attack. Chowdhury's going to go to defensive midfielder support. Do they still have an inside forward over there? Che Adams is there, actually. He definitely would be an inside forward if they played him there. I guess I'm going to go with this. See if we can do anything. See if we can actually score all the hundreds of chances we're getting. We pulled possession back a little bit this half. But we're just not playing well. I don't understand what the difference is. We went on like a 20-game run without being unbeaten. Now we've gone on a 4-game streak without getting a single win. Great. All right, time to push the wingers up. We don't have much time left. Push the fullbacks up. Push the midfielders up. I'm going for the win. I don't give a damn if we lose this match. I just want to win it. Box to box. Ball winner support. Very attacking. Extremely direct. If you're on side, hit early crosses. Don't play out of defense. Be more expressive. Take long kicks over the opposition quickly. Push all the way up. Hit all the buttons. And we're going to draw 1-1 with freaking awful Southampton. Because of a freaking penalty on a tackle that there was no reason for him to make. Our strikers, again, have gone like 5 games without scoring a single goal. Embarrassing. Shameful. We are falling like a freaking rock. Good moments for Saglar. Any news on Timothy Castanier's injury? I don't know what it is. Waiting treatment for a broken foot. It didn't look good from where I was sitting. Castanier's out a while. 3 to 4 months. Things are going extremely poorly. We have 1 win in our last 7 matches. 1 win. It's against freaking Burnley. Look at this run we went on. Look at this. Obviously, it started a little sketchy, but look at that run. So good. We won what? 5, 6, 8 games in a row we won. Then this. I don't understand it. I feel like, I don't know if it's the case, but I feel like every team has got their tactical familiarity up now. They're all familiar with their tactics. They all are playing well, and we still have no idea what we're playing. So I feel like our tactical familiarity is catching up with us. It didn't have an impact at the beginning of the season. That's because no one was familiar with their tactic. So there weren't problems because of that. Now, teams are treating us like a good team. They know their tactic. They're playing defensive, going on the break, hoping for penalties or set pieces, and they're getting them. That's why we're losing. At least I didn't talk about this. We have guaranteed we're top of the group for the Europa League group stage, so we are going through to the second knockout round, actually. So that's good. Got Fulham in the FA Cup. And we don't have a very easy stretch coming up. I mean, Aston Villa and Brighton are fine. I mean, Aston Villa are doing really well, but Brighton are doing pretty well for themselves, 10th. But then Tottenham, Liverpool, Man United coming up, Leeds, who are 3rd, jumped us, Wolves, Chelsea. Wolves are actually 19th. Good Lord. How's that? How does that happen? I don't know when we'll come back, but probably for one of these Tottenham or Liverpool matches. Both away from home, so that's just going to be 2 losses. But we'll see what they have. One of these teams has a unique tactic. I think we need to we can do something different with. Like I chose this one because they had an advanced playmaker out wide. We've seen it once, but they didn't actually end up playing it, I think. Like they showed it, but they didn't end up actually playing an advanced playmaker out there. So I think it was Man City that was supposed to play an advanced playmaker with like Foden on the wing or something, but they didn't. They ended up playing him through the middle. So I wanted to see how you can kind of stop that, but I think we did a good job of it. They didn't create anything really, anything good at least. It was just a penalty. So yeah, not great. But that's going to be the end of this episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.